Hello and welcome to day 13 of 30 days of KineScentials. We're in our second week and this week's theme is laying the foundations or coming home. The movement today is symmetrical and asymmetrical flight, and the oil that we're pairing it with is marjoram applied to point GB34 or gallbladder 34. Perhaps you perceived in the demonstration, this movement is all about harnessing strength from the center and then radiating outwards. So this movement harnesses principles of opposition as well as principles of propulsion. And when we can harness these principles, we can find an easier and more efficient, not necessarily easier, but more efficient way into what can be a quite challenging exercise. And so when we do that, it can be very satisfying and feel very powerful. Marjoram, let's take off that cap and take a nice inhale of the Great Pacifier. Marjoram is often used as a pain and muscle reliever, but the relief that comes from marjoram, rather than coming from a vibration of ease or bliss, like say with a floral, like a lavender, marjoram has more of a vibration of I've got you. I've got you, you're strong, I'm providing you a safety net so that you can even explore with releasing, and then sometimes we find that we can find greater strength when through release, which I think is quite appropriate paired with this specific movement. So marjoram can release unproductive energy and tension patterning, and then that allows or liberates energy to then move to where it's meant to be, and can allow for greater efficiency. And so in movement, greater efficiency of movement, which is what we're always looking for. Point GB gallbladder 34. To find it, we come to the lateral side of the knee, the outside of the knee. We find the protruding aspect of the fibula bone, and then we come about an inch forward of that, and then an inch down. And you see, just as I travel there, it just enters right in, comes home into GB34. And so gallbladder 34 is used in traditional Chinese medicine for treating pain, stiffness, over contraction, anywhere in the body. So pretty applicable to what we want here. Let's take our oil. A drop of the pre-diluted marjoram in your hand. A finger gathers it and then shares it. Find the protruding aspect of your fibula, an inch forward, an inch down, and then just let those fingers rest lightly as you sit into your uprightness, into your receiving state of mind, state of being. Oh, how beautiful and fitting. I just felt like a lacing up of a corset almost, but in a just super efficient up the back, and which is a little bit how, not a bad image for how the extensors do support us. And then with that support, this beautiful sense of spaciousness and expansion in the front body, which is exactly what we're about to do with our flight exercise, our back extension. Come on down onto your belly. Feel your arms and legs radiating away from your center. Arms maybe just a smidge wider than shoulder width. Legs also maybe a smidge wider than parallel or hip width. Bring the tip of your nose and your eye gaze straight into your mat and feel the shoulder blades connected and wide and your neck long emerging out of your shoulder girdle. And already feel a connecting and gathering of energies in your center. As you inhale, feel the heart center balloon softly up through the space between your scapula. And then as you exhale, descend and feel the energies radiate away from your centermost point through an opposite arm and leg. Descend. Inhale, suspend. Exhale, propulsion with a rebound into the opposite arm and leg, suspending. Exhale, come back down. Again with a little more flow. And then we do the same thing, but with all fours, and take flight. Letting the eyes contribute and lead. Last one, and soaring. Descend, stacking one hand on top of the other. Place gently under your chin, release the neck, and then just take a little wiggling. And wag your tail and let if there are any kind of extra tensions that gathered through that, let them kind of shake and wiggle away. Okay, thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.